Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to give you a free cold email template. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. David Schlase back here again with You Guys Build a Biz, the best place on YouTube for anything related to starting, growing, or scaling your SMMA or business online. If those topics are relevant to you, why not hit subscribe and hang out with us? And don't forget to tap bell notifications so that YouTube will let you know the next time that we post a free piece of valuable content, just like this one. We do have one request, and that is if you find this video valuable, hit the like button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and it tells YouTube that this was a valuable piece of content so we can recommend it to other aspiring entrepreneurs just like yourself. So in this video, we're going to talk about some free cold email script templates that we've used personally for our agency to scale to 7 figures annually in revenue. These are some templates that you can use as a rough framework to get yourself started, and then you can customize them and grow with them over time. Obviously, this being YouTube and all, we can't go as deep as we do in our program, the SMMA Blueprint. So if you find yourself wanting more, feel free to check that out in the description down below. It's a full-length course on how to start, grow, and scale your own social media marketing agency with very, very granular in-depth lectures. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into my computer and we can talk about the cold email templates. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at a free cold email template that you can put to work right away and start generating clients for your agency. And I'm actually going to take it a step further, and I'm actually going to explain to you some of the psychology behind these cold emails, why they work so well, and how we set them up the way that we do. Cold email has been a proven way for us to predictably get clients for going on 7 years of running our agency now. Despite all the YouTube gurus talking about all the new, trendy, cutting edge, random ways of getting clients, we've steadily been getting clients via cold email, and we've seen thousands of students do the same. We've even seen students come in, doubt the efficacy of cold email, try a bunch of other stuff, and then post up in our private Facebook group in the SMMA Blueprint talking about how they finally decided to try cold email and they start generating results for their agency. It really comes down to a numbers game, and as long as your emails are being delivered and being opened, you're going to start generating responses if you send enough of them. If you want an in-depth video on how to send cold email at scale, let me know in the comments down below. If there's enough curiosity and enough comments, I'll go ahead and shoot that video for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the agenda for this video. So off the cuff, we're going to talk about a script example, and I'm actually going to link that down below for you guys where you can go ahead and download it. We're going to talk about the components of a cold email that is good. I'm going to give you the timeline that you can follow when it comes to cold emailing and how frequently you should be showing up in a prospect's inbox. I'm going to give you some general guidelines when it comes, or rules or guardrails to stay within when it comes to cold email, how to get your first couple clients with cold email, and then finally where you can grab the scripts. So let's talk about the components of a good cold email. All right, so if you go into the description down below, there'll be a link where you can go ahead and grab this exact script that I'm looking at here. This is what we call a 3-step email script. It's very simple, very straightforward. And for most of your clients, if they haven't gotten back to you after that 3rd email, there's just so many out there that it's best to likely just move on. Sending more than 3 emails in succession can lead to some frustration on the recipient's end, especially if they haven't replied to you. So we recommend 3 and then move on. If they're a particularly highly desirable prospect, like you drive past the business every single day and all you can do is think about that business and how badly you want to work with them, you can definitely send more than 3, but this is a general guideline for a random business that you found on Google or pulled off a list. So the first email goes out right away. It looks like this. Very, very simple. Second email is more of a check-in. It's sent out 3 business days after email 1. And then finally, we follow up 5 business days after email 2 with email 3, which again expands a little bit, asks them if there's any questions standing in the way of a call, and then bounces out of their inbox, quick and easy. You'll notice that we keep these fairly simple. And again, these are meant to be a general structure. You can go in there, add in, take out whatever you want, but you'll notice that it's short, sweet, and punchy. As long as you stay within those guardrails, you'll be fine. So let's go ahead and unpack a little bit of the components behind those cold email scripts and why they work so well. The first thing that can make or break a cold email is you want to keep it short. I can't tell you how many times I've seen agency owners write out long paragraphs where they want to talk about everything that they can do to help, the extensive audit that they did, how amazing they are, how much the business needs their help, what they can do, and so on and so on and so on. Just like your eyes probably just glazed over watching this video of me talking about that, probably sounded exhausting. Same goes for the recipient's end when they receive an email like that. They see it and they ignore it immediately. So you want to keep things short, punchy, and to the point. If you've never worked in business before, your first kind of corporate job can actually be a little bit shocking when people send you sometimes 3-word emails, or sometimes they don't even have a body for the email, it's just a subject line. This type of candor and this type of dialogue happens in the business world all the time. So think about how it's perceived when you send over an essay in a cold email. So keep it short, keep it to the point. The next thing is it needs to be clear. You want to clearly state why it is that you're reaching out to them, how you can help them, and what the next step is if they're interested. Take a surgical approach to any other words that are in your email that can be removed. It's a goal for Derek and I to make the email as short as we possibly can. This is actually one of the key pieces that we look at when we're doing revisions on our cold emails. is how can we make it shorter? How can we remove words? The next thing that you want to make sure that you include is conveying some sort of expertise or knowledge in the space. It doesn't need to be specific to their niche. So a lot of you, I'm sure, watching this video probably don't have case studies yet. You're just getting started, but there's a million ways that you can convey authority without needing to name all the clients that you're working with. If you talk about the fact that you specifically focus on helping fitness owners and you're targeting a fitness owner, it's 100% fine to say that without saying that you've worked with a ton of fitness owners. See how it accomplishes the same goal while still remaining truthful? The next thing that you want to have is some sort of time sensitivity. You can have a call to action. I can get you more clients before the end of the year. I can get you more clients before the end of the month. We can book out your business before New Year starts, right? There's all these different ways that we can have some sort of urgency where the recipient sees that and they think, hey, I should get started or respond to this today. There's some sort of time box around this. Otherwise, it's totally open-ended. You definitely want to make sure that you include a call to action of some kind. What action do you want the person to take? Do you want them to just read the email and move on with their life? Or would you like them to read the email, reply to you with some times that would work well for a meeting? Or would you like them to read the email and get back to you and answer some questions that you have to qualify them as a potential lead for your agency? You always want to make sure that you have a call to action. So now let's go ahead and review the timeline. Most of your meetings are going to come from follow-up emails. This is a mistake that I see all the time made by agency owners. They think that they send one email, they don't hear back, and that means that the prospect's not interested. Actually, that prospect is probably just busy. They probably saw your email, may have been interested, and never got back to you. So you want to make sure that you're following up with them, and this is the cadence that we use. Day 1, you send email 1. 3 days later on day 4, you send email 2. You follow up with them. And then 5 days after that, you send email 3. This is a totally respectful cadence that is not going to cause a lot of friction, and it's going to increase the amount of replies that you receive. Probably about 90% of your replies are going to come from emails 2 and emails 3. You might get a couple quick hits off email 1, but most of them are going to thank you for following up and then reply to one of your later emails. If you guys want a video that covers some of the architecture and structure that we use to help automate some of these follow-up emails and make sure that they're going out on time, let me know in the comments down below. Be happy to record that video for you guys. So now let's review some guidelines and rules that we can follow when it comes to cold email. As I mentioned earlier, almost all of the money that you will end up putting in your bank account is going to come from your follow-up emails. What I mean by that is most of the meetings that you're going to have are going to come from follow-ups, and then you're going to have those meetings. Those are going to turn into your booked opportunities. It's going to be in that revenue or the dollars that you will put in your pocket. So if you want to put dollars in your pocket, make sure you're following up on your emails. A huge rule that I like to follow is to always set a daily goal for the number of emails going out. This is especially true for young, aspiring agency owners. When Derek and I were first getting started with our agency, we had a goal to each manually send 50 emails per day. We did that every day, Monday through Friday. And what ended up happening was we started scaling our agency lightning fast. But it was only because we were accountable to that 50 per day. I've seen a ton of agency owners get started with their agency and they feel like they're sending 50, but they aren't keeping a tally. They aren't actually tracking it, and they end up sending 15, 20, 25. So that means that they're only sending 50% of their intention and they're only seeing 50% of the results. So always set that goal, track it, and make sure you hit it every day. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you ramp up your emails slowly. This isn't a key issue if you're manually sending your emails. But if you're using any sort of automated email service, you're definitely going to make sure that you start things slow and ramp them up. Email servers are smart these days, and they know to look out for bots and spam. So the best way to make sure you don't get caught doing that is to ramp it up slowly, adding 10 or so emails every day for a couple weeks. Pretty soon you'll be ramped up. You can be sending hundreds of emails a day, no problem. Another thing that you want to do, especially if you're sending a high volume of emails, is always verify your emails before sending them. There's a really inexpensive service called NeverBounce where you can take a large email list, import it into there, and for a couple of dollars, it'll make sure that all of the emails on the list are verified for delivery. This means they won't bounce, they won't return to sender, any of that stuff that can cause spam issues and end up having your email be blacklisted. If you're sending your emails manually, this really isn't as much of an issue just because you're sending your emails manually. You won't have as high of a volume, but still keep an eye on it. The last tip that I've got for you guys is when it comes to scaling your agency. Early on, make a focus of personalizing your emails. Take these scripts, customize them, make them even more personal, add in some things that you notice about their Facebook page, their Instagram account, areas that they could improve. Spend a little bit more time when you're first getting started. As you close your first couple clients, then you can focus on increasing throughput, increasing efficiency, and you won't need to personalize as much. But in the beginning, think low volume, high personalization. As you start scaling your agency, think high volume, lower personalization. In our program, the SMMA Blueprint, we go super deep on these topics, even going so far as teaching you how to create a team who can do all of this for you. Once we realized how to do that, we really saw a rocket ship get strapped to our agency. And again, we've grown to multi-seven figures every single year. So the scripts are linked down below. Go ahead and grab them. And again, if you'd like to see a video that talks about some of the systems that we use on the back end to help automate some of the follow-up, It eliminates some of that manual burden. Let me know in the comments down below. Be happy to create that video for you guys. So there you have it, guys. Those are the cold email scripts, along with a quick overview on how to quickly and easily start seeing some results from your cold email efforts. How's cold email been working for you? Love chatting with you guys in the comments down below. And it's been awesome getting to know some of you a little bit better in the comments in the last couple of videos. As always, if you're new to the channel, why not hit subscribe and stick around and hang out with us. And again, if you found this video valuable, hit the like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. Love to hear you guys' feedback on the video as always. And that's all I got for you today. We'll see you in the next video.